All right, Stacy, we'll see in just a bit. An apartment fire in Richland is leaving community members with no home and not knowing when they will be able to return to gather what's left of their belongings. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma joining us live in studio. So Monique, how will some be able to stay warm through the night?
Hi, Austin. The fire broke out at about 3:30 this afternoon. And while it was put out quickly, the Richland Fire Department will be keeping a close watch on the timber apartment unit these next couple of hours to make sure the fire doesn't flare up again. Spencer Anderson, who lives in a unit near where the fire started, says when he first noticed something wasn't right, it wasn't what he thought it would later turn out to be.
And I heard a muffled bang or boom from the next door neighbor and or from the unit next door. Felt the building shake ever so slightly. First thought there might be an earthquake or something, but I turned around and saw some smoke coming out of the back patio of his unit. So then I just left my apartment at that time and called 911.
Richland Fire Chief Tom Huntington says fire crews were able to put out the fire within about 7 minutes. But although they were able to put it out quickly because the fire was on the first floor, the unit where the fire started reached over 1,000 degrees, leaving more than one unit affected.
Extensive fire damage to that first floor apartment and then smoke damage to apartment above at least, and we're still checking the adjacent apartments on what further smoke damage might be involved.
Chief Huntington says all hands were on deck to help put out this fire.
We had a full commercial structure fire alarm assignment, so we had all of the Richland stations here.
Chief Huntington says although it's not barbecue season anymore, it only takes a second for something to catch flames quickly.
This time of year, we want everybody certainly to be aware of space heater use. A lot of people are plugging in space heaters, and you got to keep those clear of things like clothing and paper and anything that can get hot and catch fire. Additionally, this time of year, it seems a lot more cooking inside, right? And so if we have things on the stove, stay with those while they're cooking and don't walk away or leave the apartment or the house, and make sure to stay connected with what's going on in those cases.
Anderson says he wasn't thinking of his phone, wallet, or car keys when he first was aware that things were not what he thought.
First instinct was to just get out of my unit as fast as possible, especially having felt or heard an explosion of some kind. I didn't know if there'd be a secondary explosion. So I mostly was interested in self-preservation, getting out of the unit as fast as possible.
Anderson says at this time he is unsure of what all he lost due to the fire, but he does know due to the smoke damage to his unit, he will be staying with family that live close to him. Chief Huntington says for those who are affected by the apartment fire and don't have someone they can call to stay with, they will be connected with the local Red Cross. No one was hurt and all pets were accounted for. The cause is still under investigation at this time. Back to you, Austin.